Do you think Supreme Leader Snoke could actually be someone teased in an upcoming episode of Star Wars Rebels? Trust me, it's not who you think it might be. What's up, YouTube? Urban Acolyte TV, and this is Prince. So before I report this fan theory, let's make this clear. I am not saying that this is what I think. I'm just a messenger, so don't shoot me, guys. Do you guys remember the clip from the Star Wars Rebels mid-season trailer when we see Kanan meeting in some kind of temple with someone dressed as one of the Jedi temple guards? It turns out that there are people asking if that temple guard we see speaking to Kanan is actually Snoke. I think they're basing this on the sound of his voice. Now, unfortunately, I can't play the clip due to copyright laws, but he says, "The dark side, it pulls at him. It calls to him." Sorry for my bad impersonation. Now that I think about it, that voice sounds a lot like Darren DePaul, who voices Emperor Valkorion on the Old Republic MMO game. Now, I'm not saying that Snoke is Valkorion. I'm just saying that Darren DePaul could be voicing the Temple Guard talking to Kanan on Rebels. So that happens a lot with Star Wars. It's like how Catherine Tabor voiced Mission Vale on Knights of the Old Republic, and then she voices Vet on Star Wars The Old Republic, and then she's the voice of Padme in the Clone Wars series. An even better example, Stephen Blum is the voice of Andronicus Revel on Star Wars The Old Republic, and he'll be voicing one of the Mandalorians that'll cross paths with Sabine this week on Rebels. Even though people think the voice of this temple guard sounds a lot like Snoke, Dave Filoni, the supervising director, won't give up any information about our mysterious person of interest. He's also not going to tell us who the actor is that's voicing that character. So I tried to check the IMDb page for Rebels, but I can't find anything out about this episode, including which episode we will see this event take place. What Dave Filoni does say is that at this point, Snoke's identity is going to remain a mystery, and that literally anyone could be Snoke at this point in the timeline. So I'm going to mention this. In my earlier video, I said that I thought that Ezra, Kanan, and Ahsoka would see visions when they go into that Sith temple. And while I still believe that they're all going to undergo some type of trial similar to Luke's trial in that cave on Dagobah, I don't think what we're seeing in the scene with Kanan and the Temple Guardian are Kanan's trial. And I'm going to credit Jexy for pointing out that the Temple Guardians are also in a scene fighting the Inquisitors. So here's a question for you all. What do you think of the insignia that the Temple Guardians have? I'm told that in the Legends canon, that is the symbol of a Gray Jedi. Now, because there's no mention of Gray Jedi in the official canon at this point, I'm not sure what to make of that symbol. Do you think there's been some secret faction in the Jedi Order? So the Stupendous Wade brought up an interesting question in his video on Gray Jedi, and you should totally check out that video if you haven't seen it. Where are the Temple Guards when Anakin and the 501st Legion enter the Jedi Temple and start to kill everyone? Obviously, these Temple Guardians must have survived, but were they elsewhere during that attack? And is it possible that they saw the writing on the wall and somehow they went underground to avoid the entire Jedi Order being wiped out? It's also possible that, like I said, there was a secret faction who betrays the Jedi Order. I guess we'll have to wait until this episode airs to find out. Something we all should consider. Whoever this group is, I believe they'll be laying the groundwork for new factions of Force users who may not be Jedi or Sith, and they also could be splinter groups from those two ideologies. What do you think about this possibly new faction of rogue Jedi Guardians? Do you think that Temple Guard might be Supreme Leader Snoke? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, make sure you tune in to this week's episode of Star Wars Rebels. Sabine will be encountering a group of Mandalorians who accuse her of being a traitor. If you didn't know, Sabine is from Clan Wren of House Vizsla, so her clan was a part of Death Watch. And if you remember, Death Watch and House Vizsla are all under the control of Darth Maul when he set up the Shadow Syndicate. And it's not really covered in the Clone Wars, but Darth Maul is possibly still leading Death Watch wherever they are. So this could be a nice tie-in to finding out about the Old Master and what he might want from Ezra, or how he even meets Ezra. So if you guys want to see what I had to say about Ezra and the Old Master, you can check out my video on the Rebels mid-season trailer, or you can also click the other link to my left to see my video about Lyra Erso in Rogue One possibly being Rey's mother. Well, that's all I got for now, so thanks for watching this video. I'm here to tell you guys the latest Star Wars stories because I hope Star Wars can change your life the way it's changed mine. So y'all keep on breathing and may the Force be with you.